So anybody have an idea what a lawyer calls a secret? It's a little term called NDA, non-disclosure agreement. And I've been in the entertainment industry a long time, and I have had to sign and obey by many, many, many NDAs. Some of these were small. It was just, something, a film or something somebody works on, and they don't want you to know about it yet or kind of get it out to the public. We've done recordings of companies that have gone into bankruptcy, and they were about to announce that to their whole staff. I've seen NDAs where somebody has handed over a CD in a briefcase with a handcuff, and they say, if this music leaks, we're going to fine you $1 million. I've seen a lot of the video game consoles come out 2 years or so before they actually were broadly available to the public. And of course, we couldn't talk about them, what they did, what they looked like, anything like that. Lots and lots of NDAs. But probably the craziest one happened to me last year. I was doing the freelance thing, and I was looking for something really, really different to do. And my friend called me up, and he said, I think I got the job for you. I know what you're interested in. I think this is it. And he gave me a lead, and I went in, and I talked to the guys, and they said, here's the job that we're going to let you do. And about 15 to 20 minutes after that meeting, I walked out of there like this. It was the coolest thing I have ever been asked to do. By far, the coolest job I have ever been asked to do. And I couldn't tell a damn person about it. And so, I came home, and the wife got home, and she's so supportive and everything. And I got this great job. That's awesome. What are you doing? I said, well, I work for this theme park design group, and that's all I can tell you. And she's just like, so you're building the roller coaster. No, I'm not building the roller coaster. It's better than that. It's better than that. So, off I go onto this project, and it gets really strange. I have to get all this, insurance, and I'm, picking out equipment and all this kind of stuff. And my wife notices things like, she'll come out to the car, and there'll be, rails and pipes and lighting and stuff like that. And I'll be leaving at crazy hours in the morning. And my friends, of course, knew that I worked in the game industry, and they figured I was working on a game thing. And they're like, hey, what are you doing? What are you still doing independent games or something like that? No, it's a secret. Can't really talk about it. Working for a theme park design company, doing some really cool things. And they're like, so you're building the roller coaster? I'm not building the roller coaster, They're like, well, Disney's got something going on. You must be doing something with Disney. I'm not doing anything with Disney. So this kind of keeps going on, and it keeps getting stranger for my wife. I'm always reading on my little Kindle, and she's like, what are you reading? I'm doing research. I gotta know things to ask things. And she's like, what for? For my job. About what? I can't tell you. She's like, oh gosh, this is crazy. And my kid's all interested in it. The Amazon packages start showing up with little movies that I can't show anybody. I can't give you any hints on what exactly it is I'm doing. This gets even more complicated when the project starts to really develop, and I'm gone for weekends. Sometimes there was one I had an overnight project thing I had to go for, and then my wife, the night afterwards, I come home, and she's like, what's that on your face? And she goes, is that makeup? Is that makeup? Try explaining that one to a Latin woman. She was, I can't tell you, my friends would keep asking me, how's the roller coaster coming? It's not a roller coaster. It's not a roller coaster. And I'm dying because every day I'm coming home and I'm so excited and I'm so happy. And I'm like, man, I wish I could tell you what happened today. This was incredible. I went into this room. I can't tell you any more about that. Damn it. And it was driving me nuts. And this went on for 3 months, right? 3 months of this. And it just every month something more amazing happened, more extravagant. My posts on Facebook were all cryptic and vague, and everybody is like, what the heck are you doing, and when are you going to tell us about that roller coaster, And so finally, I get permission from the boss to announce what the heck it is that I was doing. And so it was so overwhelming that I really didn't even know how to say it. So I posted this video of Chris Hadfield singing Rocket Man, right? And my friends were like, the first comment was something like, WTF, Jesse? You're going to grow a cheesy mustache? It was like, this is what I'm working on. What I was working on was the Heroes and Legends Museum at Kennedy Space Center. And my job was to go out and interview the astronauts about all their relics from their spacecraft and tell their stories. And some of them were like really unusual stories that had never really been heard. And the makeup thing was we got to go out to the actual launch pad where Alan Shepard the first astronaut ever went into space. And I got to dress up as the doctor for Alan Shepard, and we came out of the truck and we walked down the gurney and walked up to the rocket, like for this IMAX film or this type large-scale 3D film that's plays at the beginning of the show, so people can kind of experience what it was like to be one of those first astronauts. And it was the coolest thing I have ever done in my career, and I was so amazingly proud not only to have finally had a chance to be part of something that had to do with the space program, but also to build a legacy and to educate the future astronauts of this country.